Good morning and welcome. Right, we got two for today for the free service. I'm going to go with one in the Welsh National. I was lucky enough to tip up Sam Thomas's horse in this last year, and I'm really looking forward to an outsider at 20 to 1. I just went through the race. I didn't really have a strong fancy on it, so I was like, I better look again. I better dig a bit deeper. And I think I've come up with a 20 to 1 shot that could well outrun his odds. Soft ground and staying trips looks to be his ideal. I'll come to that in a second. I just want to touch on the football accum I put out for everybody. Absolutely heartbreaking for a massive amount of money. Preston conceded late. We were 1-1. 5 out of the 6 teams winning. We would have been waiting on Arsenal last night. Would have had a big sweat. It cost me a lot of money, I can assure you. I know I said a fun bet, but it was in the tens of thousands. But yeah, really would have been a really nice one to land for everybody, especially I put it out on Snapchat and Facebook. But yeah, there you go. That's the story of football accums. Like I said, I'm just a casual punter of football. I don't have any edge, and just fun bets. But anyway, we had a cracking day yesterday. We did have a couple of horses disappoint. I don't want to gloat about all the winners and not recap a couple of the losers. I just want to touch on the horse in the Irish Arkle. I thought he was a little bit maybe outpaced to hold his position. And kind of went a little downhill then late. I thought they might have given him more of a chance because I knew if they tried to be handy, he would be put on his head. However, he was disappointing enough, the horse of Elliott's, but he disappointed once last year, and it was the same way they rode him. It was over hurdles. I think it was in Navan or Naas. It was down the inside over hurdles, and he just didn't have room to gallop. And I just thought yesterday, a big galloping horse that jumps well. I just thought the track positioning was poor for him. I would have given him a chance to get over 4 or 5 fences and then let him slide on if he was jumping in a good rhythm. But anyway, disappointing in the end. I also did tip up the mare without McFabulous, the Dan Skelton mare. Unfortunately, she made a bad mistake and she just pulled up in the end. But she's a real good mare. She will come again. Jumping a premium in Kempton. So a few disappointing selections, but what about the winning ones? So unbelievable. I'm not going to gloat about them. You know them, 11 to 1, 12 to 1 and 11 to 4. To pull that out of the fire yesterday for everybody, I was delighted. I nearly landed a whopping football accum. Absolutely sick. Right, anyway, on to today in the Grand National, or the Welsh Grand National. What a race it is. I'm going to go with the Gary Moore horse, Move With The Chains. A bit of a Linkfield specialist. He was winning there on very soft ground, taking a minute to get running and staying on really strongly. He's unexposed. We haven't seen him since. Probably would have been ideal to get a run into him. But anyway, Gary Moore can get them fit. Conditions will be fine. Competitive field, first start back. Let's just hope, is he well handicapped enough to run a big race? I feel so if he picks up where he left off. Point each way, 20 to 1. Gary Moore's horse, Move With The Chains in the Welsh Grand National. And then on the same card in Wales, we do have a really nice horse. Is it Dalamoy or the Tim Vaughan horse? This is a 5-year-old, right? He's a real good one. He jumps well. I think the last day he got beaten by a horse. Obviously, that was very tough on the day. But I thought to give him a poor ride the last day. Now, not a poor ride as in the jockey could have won. I just thought their track positioning, they weren't dropped in, they weren't handy. They were half-lengthed down the home straight. This horse was making ground the fences and was being tucked back everywhere. So it was a funny one. But in fairness, the winner was gutsy. But I think today we'll see a much more polished display and a massive run from a real good horse. Tim Vaughan's 9 to 4, a point win. All right, I do have some selections gone out on the service. Obviously, Mirandy's second is running today. We're hopeful of a very good run. He's progressed since his last race. He's been working well. He's done plenty of schooling since he jumped a little bit indifferent on debut. And really looking forward to it. I think the track will really suit him today. We're hopeful and confident that he'll at least acquit himself with a lot of credit today. I feel under conditions that is fine, ground, everything like that is spot on. So yeah, really looking forward to it. And I also have a horse in Chepstow gone out as a 5 points win bet. If you want them, you can get the links. Anyway, enjoy today. Let's hope Move With The Chains can run well in the Welsh National.